from Zubran. Southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Pains the heart. Leftovers, cuts of meat. Cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Package still intact. Human. Don't sense artery. Magic though. Be far. Wonder how Q will explain this one. Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
There we go.
Let's go.
Could you run, please?
Just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
Third mouse, what happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
right, I'll do it.
I feel honored. Truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Let's go!
Hurry up, horsey. Nice, a new marker. Nice. Well, another side quest.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope he burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So...
Why not?
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
Well, the funny...
1, 2, 3...
Well, here's the funny thing. On my first playthrough for this, I actually chose... Sorry, there's someone else. I'm just gonna make a different decision this time.
4... Alright, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Shame. Could have kept her shoes on. Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
We go.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me, but I'll think of something. Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle.
Yep.
The tower.
Yep. Oh, shoes are gone. Lost that, guys. Oh, my gloves, too. Hold on. And the game crashes. I swear to God, man, I'm gonna fucking lose it. That's how many crashes now? Holy fucking Christ, man. I'm just trying to fucking play the goddamn game. Why can't I just play the fucking game? Holy fucking Christ, dude. It's so fucking obnoxious. Holy fucking Christ, man. This shit is so fucking frustrating. Oh. And the game's gonna crash. You watch. It's gonna crash right at this screen. We're gonna have to launch it again.
Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Syriat seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Okay, I'm actually very surprised it didn't crash there. Because it should have. Yeah. So, yeah, don't know why the game even crashed in the first place. It shouldn't have, but it did, because why not, right? Oh my god, man. I just want to have a stream where the fucking game just doesn't crash. Like, it is so fucking irritating. Is there a fast travel close by? Oh yeah, this quest. Well, probably should pick that up while we're here. I probably will end the stream soon anyway, guys. Not because of the crashing, just because we've been streaming for 3 hours and 36 minutes, so we do actually have a really good stream on our hands right now. Good length, we had lots of fun. Other than the fucking crashing, we still had fun. So, yeah, probably gonna end the stream soon anyway, so, you know, I guess it is what it is.
You didn't bring but a six.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly. You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The All God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience. We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times, and they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
I've got a feeling that these guys are just yanking my chain.
Oh, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have...
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? Huh. How would that work? No answer from the All God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground. Wine. Or more like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent. A crack. Too small to pass through, but big enough for sound to come out. Something here. Where's that artifact?
disturb my divine being.
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Huh. Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, Demanding prayers and offerings, given naught in return? I talk at least.
Listen here, lardass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
My God.
Maybe you'd care to go up top, see if you're still there.
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you. I told you the All-God's merciful understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Oh. Wait a second. Oh, and okay, we have some new quests in some notice boards. Okay. You know what though, guys? There's gonna come a point where we're you know, I hate to say it, but there is gonna have to come a point where we are just gonna have to completely ignore the notice boards. Just because, I mean, we definitely need to get the game finished, of course. And if we keep doing all the notice board quests, it's just going to prolong the progression of our main campaign. I think what we're going to do is, I think from this point on, we're going to just leave the notice boards. Just because, again, we're going to have to get to the main story at some point, and by doing all these notice board quests is just going to prolong our progression, and they're just going to keep popping up. That's the thing too. They're just going to keep popping up. So yeah, it's going to just make our playthrough much longer. Yeah. Now, of course, I do say I love the game, and I do. But like I say, there comes a time where you just gotta stop doing all the side shit and really just get back to your progression. It's in my opinion anyway. That's the way I see it. So yeah, we're gonna have to just going forward, even in the newer areas, like newer maps, we're gonna have to just go straight for the story going forward, because we've spent a lot of time playing side quests and contracts. and we need to get back to the story. So, yeah, going forward, I think that's what we're going to do. Get back to the story more consistently. I mean, it's not like you can't say I've done, like, a lot of stuff. I mean, I've done a lot of quests already. More side and contracts than, like, main stories. Main story quests, I mean. So, yeah.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
Yeah. So I think that's a good thing to do, is going forward, we won't pick up any more side quests or contracts. Because we've already done so many at this point. So many. We need to get back on track with the story.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
You used me.
Oh, please. I merely seized an opportunity.
If I'd known you just wanted Alexander's notes, I'd never have helped you lift the curse from Fyke Isle.
All right. Perhaps I wasn't completely honest. Didn't quite toe the line. But I knew you'd manage. You're so manly and all. Geralty Pooh. Wipe that frown off your face, or I might think you don't like me anymore.
Now, of course, the current quests that we have in our log, I think we'll, like, continue with those at least. Side quests, I mean. But as far as it goes for Gwent, I'm not going to worry about the Gwent side quests that we have. I'll just do the ones that we can do. And when it comes to the treasure hunts, honestly, man, take it or leave it. Like I said, if we haven't already done so many side quests and very little story progression, I would say yes, let's go for it. But since we've done so many so much side shit already, I just don't want to veer off the path much longer. I mean, like I say, for the most part, my first playthrough, I did a lot of the quests anyway. Side quests, treasure hunts, contracts. So I'm not really missing out. Like I said, I've done the vast majority of most of them, so I'm not really missing out if I choose to not do all of them, you know. Like I say, we gotta get to the main story. We've already done so much side shit already. We gotta get back to it at some point.
Didn't come here to play games. I want to know what you're up to.
Naturally, you suspect me of the worst. I don't deserve that. My intentions are pure, like a virgin's tears. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid, tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Beds free of bed bugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Wonder if I should have taken those notes. I think I probably should have. Oh, complete. Okay, okay. Complete the subplot. Cool. Well, there we go. So yes, like I said, going forward, we will not pick up any new quests from the quest board or from other people. We're gonna do what we have, minus the Gwent stuff. And this, of course, we won't do until we're doing the expansion. And the treasure hunts, well, like I said, take it or leave it. I really don't care if we do those or not. I'm gonna be honest. Because, you know, think about it this way as well. If we keep picking up every quest we see, yes, you know, could lead to achievements and stuff, but I mean, if we just go and pick up every quest we see from the quest board and even from just people that we see in the world, we'll never get the story done because there's a lot of quests. And yeah, like I said, it'll just make it so our playthrough is much longer. And again, it's not like it's a big problem. I love the game, right? And I make that very abundantly clear that I love this game. But just like my other playthroughs, we will do as much as we can, and then after a while, we will have to go back to the main story and focus on that for the remainder of the playthrough. Now, you know, of course, if I hadn't played this game before and this was my first playthrough, sure, I would go and do all the quests. But I think, as you all know, when it comes to, you know, side quests and all that stuff, I will do as many as I can before I'm just like, okay, I think it's time to get back to the story, you know? But that's on a playthrough that isn't a first playthrough, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Obviously, you know, it's nothing against the game. It's just, you know, like I say, there's going to have to come a time where we're just going to have to say, fuck the side quests and get back to the story for the remainder of the playthrough. Okay, but now that we're here, I think we can hopefully see the Master Armorer. And yeah, we're not going to worry about the notice board here either, so... Yeah, like I said, pretty much going forward, we're going to strictly play the main story missions minus the side quests that I actually do want to finish. That we currently have in our... Wait, why are these guys... I'm confused. Wait a second. Why are these guys attacking me? Did I piss them off before? I must have. I had to have, or something. Yeah, I had to have. I mean, I don't know. Unless these are completely different soldiers. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Halt!
There we go.
Baron home?
Not your concern.
Need to talk to him. Open the gate.
Not a chance.
We heard what happened at the crossroads.
We'll not let a man like that in here.
Won't get in that way. Gotta find another. Ought to look among the villagers. Might find one brave enough to help me. How about that? Takes a tired old man not to panic and run when I appear.
Death itself.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Other villagers all scurried off soon as they saw me. You didn't.
Oh, I'm too old to scurry. Besides, what could you do to me? Kill me? Go ahead. I've not long to live. Tan me hide? Wouldn't work. My skin's right brittle.
Lived here long?
Since I was born. Reckon that'll be more than 70 winters.
Must know the area well.
Not bad.
Listen, I gotta get inside the fortress. Can I do that without going through the front gate?
Ye can, but few know the way. If you were to make an humble offering, call it to this humble man, maybe I could point you in the right direction.
Won't finagle any coin out of me. If there's another way in, I'll find it.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Save. Just in case.
So, check.
Just looking to make some coin, or is there another reason you're helping me?
What you did at the crossroads, that's why they won't let you in, right? The innkeep? My sister's husband.
Fine. Don't really feel like arguing with the guards.
Years back, when the old lord still ruled Crow's Perch, the blacksmith's boy went missing. Whole village looked for him. No luck. Finally found the boy in the river. He drowned.
Tragic. But how's that supposed to help me?
A few days on, an old woman who served the lord found the boy's cap near the castle well.
So, either he lost it there, or he fell in the well.
Clever man. Village folk built a shrine where they found the lad's body, northwest of here. Wait till you find an entrance to a passage nearby.
Shrine. Where is it exactly?
Okay.
Track that weaves through the village. Follow it to the bridge. Turn right past that. Then go on, straight as piss, till you get to a crossroads.
Straight as piss.
Turn right again. Then follow that path up a hill. Shrine stands upon it.
Right past the bridge, then right again. I'll find it, thanks.
Hey. Whoops.
Come on.
There's the shrine. Passage must be somewhere around here.
There, probably.
Seems I'm in for a swim.